What's a common trait among successful people? I think the most important one is optimism. I reflect back on all the negativity that's come my way and probably that's come your way over the years. Things like you can't make your own law practice work, it's just not possible anymore. Your generation will never be able to buy a house, you'll never live up to your parents' standard of living, much less do better. These probably sound like things that we hear today for the younger generations. And I heard all of these things as I was in my 20s, just getting out in the world in the back in the 90s. Things haven't changed too much, and yet every generation manages to succeed. Research consistently shows that optimists have higher success rates in their careers, in their education, and their health and longevity, and this really is figured out to be due to greater persistence and greater coping mechanisms. Pessimists are more accurate, perhaps, in their self assessment, the research says, but that also means they're less likely to push for success. We really are our own harshest critics, and so we've got to be our biggest cheerleaders as well. In career and education, optimists were 40% more likely to get promoted. They had higher sales, also around 40%. In higher education, they are more likely to complete their studies due to better motivation and perseverance, because we all know it gets very difficult. And there's so many times in life, not just at school, that we want to give up. How about health and longevity? Well, optimistic individuals have a higher 50% to 70% greater chance of making it to 85 plus over people who are not optimists. Also, in mortality rates, overall, the mortality rates are lower for the optimistic individuals. They tend to make it longer than the pessimists do. So, why the difference? Well, it comes back to what I mentioned earlier. They are persistent, they don't give up. That leads to better outcomes and results. And they are better at coping and dealing with life's disappointments and hardships because, again, we all have them, but how do we deal with them? The successful people find a way to get past them and believe that there are better days ahead. The truth is, optimism is a survival skill because life is hard. I wouldn't know how to survive without it, and apparently the research backs me up.